a secret password to get you right into Dracula's haunt in Castlevania 2 for your Game Boy. And an awesome look at the final scene in Ninja Gaiden 3. All this and Mondo more on GamePro. Hello everybody, hi, I'm JD Rock. Welcome to GamePro. And have we ever got the goods on the games this week? We've got tips, tactics, and reviews that are gonna make you top on your block when it comes to putting points on your screen. I know you're gonna like that. Where does all this game cart know-how come from? The Game Lab squad at GamePro Magazine, that's where. So, we got a great show. What do you say we take the long walk over to the ladder, check out what's happening in SWAT World? Whoa! Hey, you just never know what's gonna happen here. Kinda keeps you on your toes, huh? Oh.
Secret weapons and tactics.
Hey, Rash, Pimple, what's up, guys? Well, here I am, hanging with some of the best skin diseases a guy could ever want to know. You know who I'm talking about. Zits, Rash, and Pimple, the Battletoads. And that's not all I have here, because I brought my Game Genie with me to help me in my journey through this Nintendo Entertainment System game, the quest to save Pimple and his beloved babe, Princess Angelica. So, what do you say to souped-up Battletoads? Using your Game Genie, punch in the following codes and watch what happens. And remember, these codes are not, and I repeat, are not in your code book, so be sure to write them down. If you want to start the game on level 10, enter ZAXAALAE. Now we've also entered the code for super fast punching, and that code is AEUZITPA. For level 12, and it is a tough one, punch in GAXAALAE. Now if you want infinite lives, just enter GXXZZLVI as we've done here. We've also entered the code for high jumping power. Just enter EYSAUVEI. Now, I have a riddle for you. When is a Battletoad like a cat? When he starts the game with 9 lives. And to do that, enter PENBZILE. Now, like I said, these codes are not in your code books. These are official updates, so you might want to be sure to copy them down. Let's take a look at that one more time. To begin with 9 lives, punch in PENVZILE. To begin with infinite lives, enter GXXZZLVI. For super fast punching power, enter AEUZITPA. And for mega jumping power, this is cool, it's EYSAUVEI. Oh yeah, and to start on level 10, punch in ZAXAALAE. And finally, to begin on level 12, enter GAXAALAE.
Hello, my name's Eric D'Souza, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. And I have a question for that great Capcom cart, Bionic Commando for the Nintendo. Occasionally I reach a section of the game where my weapons just don't help me break the barriers. Can you help me with my question?
I know what you mean. This is a problem that's happened to us all, and, well, pretty much here's what to do, Eric. Look, Ma, no cavities. Just press A, B, and select on your controller, and do it all at the same time. This will warp you right out of the stage you're in, and back to the helicopter where you can select all new weapons. Very cool. Hey, thanks for the question, Big E. Now, if you other gamers have some tough ones for us to deal with, just watch for the address at the end of the show, and if you got guts, well, then you can send them on in. Next, tips for Gradius 3, Super Mario World, Low G-Man, and The Legend of Zelda. After these messages, stay with us. Welcome back to GamePro.
Secret weapons and tactics.
Those Bacterian baddies continue to slime their way into the universe in Gradius 3 for the Super Nintendo. Here's a couple of useful tips that'll help you waste those spaced-out invaders. If some extra credit sounds hot, try this one out. First, get into the title screen. Then hit button X as rapidly as you can and watch the credit total climb. Now, here's how to stock up on the snazziest weapons that power capsules can buy. First, pause your game. Now press up, up, down, down, button L, button R, button L, button R, button B, and then button A. Then unpause the game. Remember, you got to use the L and R button on the top of the control pad for this trick to work. That is 2 tips for the price of 1. Let's run those down one more time. To load up on credits, first get into the title screen. Then hit button X as fast as you can and take all the credits the machine will give you. Cool. And to power up on all the weapons in the game, simply pause the game and press up, up, down, down, button L, button R, button L, button R, button B, and button A. And then unpause the game. The Bacterian bad guys won't stand a chance. Hey, cool. Here is something for all you Drac attackers looking for action in Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge for your Game Boy. First, enter the password screen. So you want to begin the game right inside Dracula's personal haunt? No problem. Just enter your password as a crystal ball, a heart, a candle, and finally a heart once again. Cool. Let's take a look at that once again. Enter your password as a crystal ball, a heart, a candle, and a heart. You'll find yourself at the foot of Dracula, ready for a duel to the death. Time to take a look at what the Game Lab Burrito Busters have to say about a new Nintendo cart now playing on a screen near you. Now, you know the drill. On our very own Player Pros, who rate the games in 4 categories, here's what they have to say. We've got graphic quality, sound effects, player challenge, and overall fun factor. Now, our scoring system goes like this. A 2 means, well, not so hot, and you can tell by that guy's face. A 3 is average, pretty mediocre. A 4 means good game-playing stuff. And the big number 5, the Maniac, means don't miss it because it's as good as it gets. How many times have you heard, you can't get anywhere playing video games all day? I've heard it a lot. Well, all that has changed now because you can now win $10,000 just for playing a video game. It's called Treasure Master. And what I say is true. Somebody out there is willing to give you cash and a whole bunch of valuable prizes just for doing what you like to do anyway. Play video games. I love this country. It can all happen when you pick up Treasure Master and pop it into your NES. Now, the game stars a kid named Scooter, just a regular kid till he came across this old beat-up coin that had a bunch of weird markings on it. Now, Scooter, my man, was curious about the coin, so he did a little research at the library where he came across a book called The Legend of the Treasure Master. You know this book. The book told him about a sorcerer named Oxaban and about a great hidden treasure. The book said that in order to find the treasure, a great quest of the mind would have to be undertaken, and that the key to open the treasure was a special coin. Check it out. It was his coin. Now, Scooter knew it was going to be tough, but hey, there's cash involved, so off he goes to the most perilous of journeys. The journey involves 5 different worlds en route to the treasure vault, each stranger and more difficult than the last. You begin on the islands where you spend half your time on land and the other half underwater. Next, you rocket up to the moon, where you take on a bunch of underground moon monsters. That dude's got no legs. Ooh, along the way, you encounter many different obstacles, like those sharks you see right there. Not to mention various bugs and flying foe. What is that? You start out with 4 lives. And while you can nab some free men along the way, there are no continues. If you're going to win the big bucks, you got to play from start of World 1 all the way to the end of World 5 to reach the Treasure Master Vault. But if you do it, real life, serious bucks await you courtesy of your friends at American Softworks. So, aside from the obvious advantage of playing a game where you might win 10 grand, what do we think about the game? Here's how we rated it. Treasure Master has some good animation, but the graphics, while colorful and clean, are not what we would call spectacular. The sound's not bad, but again, see, there's just no groundbreaking stuff here. When it comes to a challenge, though, this game is about as tough as it gets. You're going to need to be a real game pro to stand a chance at winning the money, because this kart is seriously tough. Now, it's fun, but then, how can a game not be fun when you're playing to win 10 grand? Huh, I'm going to start right now. We don't know who among you is going to pull it off, but we do know that you're going to have a pretty good time trying. I'm out of here. Stay tuned for tips on Super Mario World, Low G-Man, and Legend of Zelda.
The Blockbuster Video Top 10 NES video game rentals for this month are...
Gamepro. All right, gamers. Now, we'd all probably agree that Ninja Gaiden 3 for the Nintendo system is one of the toughest games around to finish. Many of you have never seen the end. Well, I have. Here it is, the final frame of Ninja Gaiden 3, along with a few helpful tips to help get you there. Now, the story unfolds, and Ryu learns Clancy's responsible for Irene Lu's supposed demise. And that's not all. Clancy wants to destroy all of mankind. Definitely not my kind of guy. It's up to Ryu to save the world. When you face off with Clancy, pound him in his super robo suit by using the art of the fire wheel, followed by a few quick slashes of your dragon sword. Now, when Clancy raises his arm to summon lightning bolts, move quickly in either direction, and you will emerge unharmed. Nice. Now, after you defeat him once, Clancy will reveal his true demonic form, and it is gross, let me tell you. Stand on either platform and strike Clancy the Demon on his head. Leap in between the mini fireballs and run for your life in either direction when the monster fireball forms. It's not over till it's over, and Ryu must take on the boss to end all Ninja Gaiden bosses. It's big, it's bad, and it is pure evil, and it's Mondo ugly, so good luck. Strike the Robo-Insect final boss in its cabin, but watch out for low blows from the underbelly's defenses. After the cabin explodes, aim for the exposed heart and avoid the side gunner shots. Watch as Castle Rock crumbles. You want some more good news? We find out that Irene is alive and well, and she's finally reunited with Ryu. How beautiful. Isn't it romantic? The final frame has this edition of Ninja Gaiden coming to a close, but we suspect that Ryu Hayabusa will be back. For all you fans of the Adventure Island series on the Nintendo, you'll be happy to know that Master Higgins is back, and this time in 16-bit Super Nintendo Island color. Now, you will recall that the indomitable Higgins has saved the citizens of Adventure Island on more than one occasion when they faced destruction at the hands of the nefarious witch doctor. Yikes. While the Master's been kicking back, enjoying a few island coolers, you know, those drinks with umbrellas. Not to mention, he's with his honey, Genie Jungle, so he's busy. But there's trouble in paradise. For who should show up but none other than Dark Cloak. That's who. Suddenly, Genie Jungle's heart grows cold, as does the rest of her, because Dark Cloak has turned Genie into stone. Now, Higgins must seek out the Dark One and get his gal pal back to normal. Shoo! Now, while the name may be the same, you are going to notice quite a few differences between the original Adventure Island and the SNES version, which is entitled Super Adventure Island. First off, the 16-bit graphics and super sound put the old version to shame, and I mean in a big way. The island colors are gorgeous, and the horizontally scrolling arcade-style action give this island adventure a whole different look and feel from its predecessors. Now, Higgins' choice of travel is still by way of foot or skateboard, but in this adventure, the dinosaurs from Adventure Island 2 have become extinct. His weapon arsenal includes an axe and a boomerang, but this time around, he doesn't need to break any eggs to find them. They are right out in the open, ready to be taken. Now, to power up his weapons into full-fledged fire weapons, Higgins needs to grab up to 4 of each weapon category. The game takes place over 5 stages, each with 4 areas and a big bad boss at the end of each one of them. The newer areas have Higgins working his way through a cavern, swimming underwater after he's swallowed by a whale, shivering on a frozen mountaintop, riding a mine car inside a mine, and even climbing a tree. Now, while I'll have to say that the graphics in this 16-bit island paradise are really something to see, the gameplay action is, well, just a little bit sluggish, since Higgins doesn't move quite as crisply as his smaller self in the 8-bit games. But if you're a fan of the original and its sequels, you're probably going to find that Super Adventure Island is a real trip. I'm out of here.
Secret weapons and tactics.
Hey, cool. If you're into playing the hottest Super Nintendo software, then you're into playing Super Mario World. Here are a couple power tips to help you warp deep into the game and visit locations you never even knew existed. Yeah. A great way to skip ahead to the later levels of Super Mario World is to travel through the Star Road. Try entering the Star Road in World 4 by clearing the secret goal of the Cheese Bridge and then swimming through Soda Lake. Nice swim. While you may have already seen the regular Star Road, did you know that there are actually 2 Star Roads in the game? Check it out. Go to Star World 5 with a cape and fly to the right as far as possible. Perfect. You'll land on yellow exclamation blocks. Keep moving. Grab the key and depart through the keyhole. A path to the special Star Road will be revealed. In the special Star Road, there are 8 stages of Mario Mania, which are some of the toughest sections in the game. Beat them all, and you'll play a second Super Mario Quest with a different colored map and weirdo enemy turtles that wear Mario masks. Let's run that down one more time. To get to the later levels, enter the Star Road in World 4 by clearing the secret goal of Cheese Bridge and swimming through Soda Lake. Now, go to Star World 5 and fly to the right until you land on the yellow exclamation blocks. Perfect. Keep going and grab the key. Go out through the keyhole and follow the special Star Road. Beat all 8 stages here to enter a second Super Mario World quest. Good luck. You'll need it. When it comes to classic space-age shoot-'em-up games, one of my all-time favorites is Low G-Man for the NES. Check out this password to arm the G-Meister with some cool ammo at the beginning of the game. Bring up the password screen at the beginning of the game. Now, enter the password SHOT. You've now got 99 lives along with an awesome collection of boomerangs, waves, fireballs, and bombs. That ought to get your flight off to the right start. Let's run it down one more time. Bring up the password screen at the beginning of the game. Now, enter the password SHOT. Coming up, tips for Legend of Zelda and much, much more, right after these messages.
Gonzos. What's up? I have a great trick from that classic game, The Legend of Zelda, from Nintendo. This secret weapon can give you unlimited cash. From the starting location, walk left one screen and bump open the door on the top wall. Enter and you'll be challenged to a money-making game. Just select one of the rubies. If you lose, press start in controller 1, followed by up controller A and controller 2. Choose retry and you'll be transported back in time before you lost any money. When you win, use those same button presses only to save. Then do it over and over again for maximum cash.
Thanks for one fantastic tip. Well, it's time to put it on pause for today. That's all she wrote. Now, if you've got a tactical tip or a problem with gameplay that you just can't get by, drop me a line. We'll put it to the Game Lab Gonzos to the test. Here's the address, Gamepro TV, P.O. Box 3329, Redwood City, California, 94064. Okay, until next week, I am J.D. Roth. Peace.
Hi, I'm Regis Philbin.
And I'm Kathy Lee Gifford. Well, Reach, the wedding's over and it's back to reality.
That's right. And on the next live, supermodel Elle McPherson will be here along with Beverly Hills 90210 star Jason Priestley.
Monday at 9.
Right here on Channel 7.